diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. So Washington's offense will have first crack at this one. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
So Ohio State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. It's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football and climbing the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Pucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams will pass. The throw. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Tate. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Williams looking for a man. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Pocket breaking down. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On the run, it's Peoples. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Rushes on him. Firing to the right, complete. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of fun, neat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Back to pass, it's Sayin. That's reeled in, it's Smith. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against... top 25 defense is stopping the run.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Pass to 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Huskies. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can win. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. DB's right up on the receivers. Williams will pass. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Spins away from the defense. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Washington.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point is good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at it.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Williams looking for a man. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After losing yardage on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 10. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Touchdown, Ohio State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold them to 3, make them kick a field goal, don't let them score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a grab for a big play. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he added the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Finding open areas. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams looking for a man. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He's got him this time.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Graham. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running to the left. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going up top. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line. And now this offense will be in business. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Out of wanted to shoot. Quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Washington right back to the line. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is in the air. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.